Welcome to Around the Diamond. I'm Marvin Jackson. Mark Gray will join me by phone in just a few minutes to discuss the success of the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals. Then I will be joined by Dwayne Sims, the founder of the Negro League's Legends Hall of Fame. And later you'll meet some very special people at the youth baseball level in the area who are having some success of their own. First, let's talk some Major League Baseball. Recently, we visited Camden Yards when the Orioles hosted the Nationals in what we think is a matchup that could become an exciting rivalry. And Mark Gray tells the story.
30 years in the making was a rivalry between Baltimore and D.C. on the baseball field. And when the Orioles and Nationals fans get together, whether it's Nats Park in D.C. or Camden Yards in Baltimore, it's more than just a game.
It's fun that both of us are competitive. I think it adds to the series. You know, seeing both crowds out here. You have a ton of Nationals fans down here, and vice versa when we were in D.C. And it's fun because both teams are competitive. You know that you're going to see a good ball game, and you know, hopefully we can both keep it going.
These last 2 or 3 games have been unbelievable. The fans have been out here to support us, both here in Washington and Baltimore. Just two good teams right now. Both teams first place teams, and just good baseball.
Whether it's regional bragging rights or a spot in the division standings, when the O's and the Nats get together, it's more than just your average series for fans in D.C. and Baltimore.
It's huge. It gets to say who gets to talk trash about Battle of the Beltways next year.
Oh, you know, it means a lot to come out here to support the home team, the Orioles, you know, the original team.
I grew up in Baltimore. I've been a lifetime Baltimore fan. I hate the Nationals.
Orioles-Nats, you know, it's regional rivalries are just so important for the game. It's, you know, it's Athens versus, versus the other city-states. So that's the way it's supposed to be in sports. And so this is a classic one. It's great having the interleague play when it comes to something like this, where you can have 2 towns right next to each other go toe-to-toe.
I work in D.C. and I'm surrounded. So I'm constantly fighting the Nationals against the Orioles and the Ravens against the Redskins.
You know, both clubs have such wonderful characters. You know, you got Crush Davis and you got Machado up here. Down there we've got, you know, Harper, who's still got a lot to prove, but we have wonderful characters like Rendon and Zimmerman.
What would happen if the Orioles played the Nationals in the World Series?
I'll be rooting for the Orioles, no question.
How big would it be?
Oh, it'd be real big. Huge, large, grand.
Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. We could have the battle of the Beltways in the World Series. You know, we would have the entire country looking at this region.
What would it mean to you if the Orioles and the Nationals were to ever meet in a World Series?
Our friendship.
Really? Friendships would be on the line. Really?
Yeah.
So if he was to win, would you stop being his friend?
For a couple weeks.
Baseball fans in this area know a lot about heartache, whether you had to deal with the disappointment and nearly 30 years without baseball after the Senators went to Minnesota, or whether you're Baltimore, a championship city who had to endure nearly 2 decades of futility. All you can do as a fan is hope that one day the baseball gods will smile on these 2 franchises and bring them together in the World Series. To tell you a secret, I had a talk with the man upstairs, and the ladder would start going up for one reporter if the Nationals and Orioles were to ever meet in the Fall Classic, especially if Manny Machado hits a walk-off to make everybody party from Utah Street through Camden Yards. For Around the Diamond, I'm Mark Gray.